G'day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the Ultra Rare Vegeta event in DB Legends, and we're going to be taking a look at just how you can get your hands on Ultra Rare Vegeta. This process is very similar to the Ultra Rare Goku process, so super duper straightforward, very simple. And yeah, getting Vegeta is fairly simple. Same process as getting Goku basically. And Vegeta is still pretty usable as a unit. I wouldn't say he's broken in any way, shape or form, but I would definitely say he still can do a good job, especially if you're looking for especially if you're looking for the overall kind of usability of units, and just his ability to still be solid on quite a few teams. To get this Vegeta, you are going to have to acquire the event exclusive Yellow Vegeta from the Fierce Battle Vegeta the Prince of Fate event. I'll leave a guide to some of the events that will assist you with this one overall. Otherwise, the process is the same. Grab his Z power, which you can also get with hyperdimensional co-op currency, and grab his Z souls and his equipment from this event, which is all pretty helpful. So you have to start with the first stage, and the most important thing here is to clear all of the reciprocating challenges for each of these stages. Only by clearing all of the challenges for these stages will you be able to get the first 100 Z power for Vegeta that you can achieve. Then you will have to eventually do a co-op battle using the free-to-play Vegeta. I've stuck him in a Frieza Force team so that you can see a decent free-to-play team to use Vegeta in. As I mentioned before, getting this Vegeta is a fairly simple process. You can get him from the original series event for Vegeta, and you can also grab some pretty decent gear for him from an event under the special tab, which is the Threat of the Saiyans event. So there's a little bit of legwork to do if you want to have a Vegeta that's going to make this event comfortable for you, but it is going to be worth it in the long run. So obviously, beyond these two events, the Eliminate the Earthlings and the event to unlock Vegeta, you should be pretty good to go. You can use whichever team you want to around him, it doesn't matter too much, as he's the only unit that can fight in this co-op stage. But yeah, that's basically it. All you then have to do is start the co-op stage, and you will basically be able to take on the event. And you are basically in essence, how can I say, you are essentially in essence kind of required to obviously use this Vegeta, but it doesn't really matter too much, because this Vegeta can get to be pretty strong, especially if you grab the gear from the Eliminate the Earthlings events. So it's not really too difficult to beat Frieza. I think back in the day things are a lot easier or a lot harder, but now with so many good Frieza Force free-to-play units to help boost him, and with all the added benefits that he brings, I think it's pretty easy to clear this co-op fight. But yeah, that is basically it, and the grind to get him is honestly not as bad as getting the blue Goku that you needed for the Super Saiyan Goku event. So yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. Once you've completed that, and you've completed all the challenges, this is imperative that you complete all the challenges, you will be able to unlock Ultra Rare Vegeta from the missions. Now, these missions won't show up for me because I've obviously already unlocked Vegeta, but they'll show up under the special tab. So you should be able to get your first 100 Z power, and then from there you can unlock him in whichever ways you see fit. Now, of course, going back to the Vegeta event, there is a couple of stages that you can run. So there's the 2 daily stages, one for his souls and one for his Z power. And there is a final stage that is for the equipment. Now, the souls and the Z power one are daily events, so you're going to want to unlock these as early as possible so that you can slowly gather them over time. Whereas the equipment event, well, the equipment event is one that is not limited. It is dropping a pretty good equipment for Vegeta, so I would suggest that you take a look at that if you are interested in grabbing a pretty decent unit. The only thing left now is to get Vegeta, stick him in your team, and then clear the stage. Obviously, I'm not going to work too much on team building around him. I'm just going to stick him in the stage. But Vegeta is not actually a Frieza Force unit, so you are going to want to be aware of that. So like the Vegeta I'm putting in here is actually going to receive incredibly minimal boost from this team, so just be aware of that when you are looking at characters and things like that. Yeah, Vegeta is not on the Frieza Force, so the team you use to buff the yellow Vegeta, or the team I used, isn't going to be the best team to boost him now. But that's pretty much about it. Vegeta himself is still pretty cool. I think he's still pretty decent. 40% damage reduction, and he can do quite a sizable amount of blast damage, which is pretty good. So I think that's all relatively decent, at least for me. Obviously he does also gain damage inflicted per episode Z Battle Frieza character, so that's pretty good. But yeah, overall I think he looks relatively decent. Yeah, when looking back at these like units, or in general looking at like these ultra rares, I think they're still pretty usable. They're just not game busting units. But if you're looking for some decent team bonuses, I mean, Vegeta does lead Saiyans, so that's something that is super helpful. And even though he is somewhat dependent on Frieza Saga units, there are a couple interesting-ish Frieza Saga units to use. So I think overall you should have a pretty decent time. At least for me, I found Vegeta to be very, very solid as a unit. But yeah, I think in general, getting Ultra Rare Vegeta was probably an easier process than getting Super Saiyan Ultra Rare Goku back in the day. And if you are someone who really likes the kind of Frieza Namek Saga version of Vegeta, who I am, I do really like that version of Vegeta, then I think he's a great little pickup, even if just from an aesthetic point of view. Is he still going to help you get to high ranking PvP? Probably not. Is he going to be terrible? Definitely no. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if it helped you out. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.